Michael J., pastor at Raysville Friends Church, and we, in our group meetings, are discussing the Gospel of Matthew. And today, we spoke about Matthew's birth narrative. We spoke about the angel coming to Joseph. We spoke about Joseph having mercy and deciding to divorce very quietly. We spoke of the angel intervening and telling Joseph not to be afraid, but to take Mary as his wife. And we spoke of the wise men. I'd like to read from Matthew chapter 2 to give the story of the wise men and Herod. In the time of King Herod, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, asking, "Where is the child who was born King of the Jews? For we have observed his star rising and have come to pay him homage." When King Herod heard this, he was frightened, and all Jerusalem with him. Calling together all the chief priests and scribes of the people, he inquired where the Messiah was to be born. They told him, "In Bethlehem of Judea, for it is written by the prophet, 'And you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means the least of the rulers of Judah. From you shall come a ruler who will be the shepherd of my people Israel.'" Herod secretly called the wise men and learned from them the exact time when the star had appeared. He then sent them to Bethlehem, saying, "Go and search diligently for the child. When you have found him, bring me word that I may also go and pay him homage." When they had heard the king, they set out, and there ahead of them went the star that they had seen at its rising until it stopped over the place where the child was. When they saw the star had stopped, they were overwhelmed with joy. On entering the house, they saw the child with Mary his mother, and they knelt down and paid him homage. Then, opening their treasure chest, they offered gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they left for their own country by another road. After they left, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream and said, "Get up, take the child and his mother and flee to Egypt, and remain there until I tell you, for Herod is about to search for the child to destroy him." Then Joseph got up, took the child and his mother by night, and went to Egypt and remained there until the death of Herod. This was to fulfill what had been spoken to the Lord from the prophet, "Out of Egypt I will call my son." When Herod saw he was tricked by the wise men, he was infuriated, and sent and killed all the children around Bethlehem who were 2 years or under, according to the time that he had learned from the wise men. This was to fulfill what had been spoken through the prophet Jeremiah. A voice was heard in Ramah, wailing in loud lamentation, Rachel weeping for her children. She refused to be consoled because they are no more. This narrative of Jesus' birth is one that sticks with me. Every year, the week after Christmas, Christians around the world mourn these children, these precious people created in the image of God, slaughtered in hope from Herod that his kingdom would be protected. Today, this story is poignant to me because it teaches me that some lives don't matter. For Herod, there were many lives that did not matter. What was important to Herod? His position. And why was Herod so weak in his position that he would be threatened by children? Well, you have to consider who he was and how he came to power. Just before Herod was made king, there already was a king of Judah. That king had to be replaced. Herod was given the position in his reward for supporting Caesar in a war. And in order to make Herod king, the old king had to die. Herod slaughtered the entire family, except for one daughter whom he married. Now, what does this represent when he hears about the King of the Jews born, someone from the line of David, a pretender to the throne? That's so scary. Threats have to be removed, they have to be killed. Lives matter less than position to Herod. And, okay, He doesn't know which one it is. Kill every baby in town. Our best estimate is that represents 30 children. One thing I find remarkable is, even though Herod is known to behave this way, we have no record of the slaughter of innocents outside of Scripture. What does this tell me? I believe it tells me that some lives matter so little that nobody remembers their names. You can't say their names because you think that what really matters is kings and power, authority. And this attitude, it's never gone away. We want structures of power to remain the way they are. We want to be comfortable. We don't want to fear. And if anything threatens, well, some lives don't matter. It doesn't matter if they're innocent. It doesn't matter if they're guilty. What matters is preserving what remains. And this is antithetical to what the gospel teaches us. Because of Jesus, these lives do matter. Because of Jesus, every year the slaughter of these innocents is remembered. Jesus taught us that the kingdom of heaven is what is truly important. Jesus taught us that our lives matter, that the lives of the forgotten matter. Jesus taught us to remember those who are forgotten.